Hey guys, my name is Dashmeet and I'm a client service director with one of the top recruitment firms here in Canada. The job market has been really tough the last few months because of the pandemic, and I wanted to share my thoughts on how you can actually go ahead and land a job in about 10 to 15 days if you do the things right. Number one that I wanted to talk to you about is technology. It is really important to take advantage of it. It can really help you go ahead and achieve faster results if you have access to technology. Number two that I wanted to talk to you about is something that I've heard. I keep hearing, how many job applications would it require to actually go ahead and land the right opportunity for yourself. Number three that I wanted to talk to you about is e-learning, getting certified, doing online courses. I'm really passionate about e-learning as well, and I really vouch for the power. Internationally, it's seen that people who are certified are given preference. Number four, I wanted to talk to you about the 80:5:2:1 principle in landing interviews. It's a process. It's something that I have devised over the years. And the last but not the least that I wanted to talk to you about is know more about yourself, know your experience, know what you would want to do, and when you land that opportunity, how you can actually go ahead and take advantage of it. Go ahead and maybe convert that interview. So these are the 5 things that I wanted to talk to you about today. So number one, technology. So what technology am I actually talking about? I'm talking about LinkedIn. A lot of newcomers don't have premium accounts when it comes to being on LinkedIn. A lot of sales professionals do, but people who are in maybe the finance vertical, technology, might not necessarily have LinkedIn Premium. So having LinkedIn Premium is really important. Now, an eye opener, when you are migrating your LinkedIn in countries like Asia, within Asia, maybe countries like India, Pakistan, all Asian countries, the LinkedIn Premium fees is not that much, and it's a monthly fees that you can actually go ahead and subscribe to. The power of LinkedIn Premium is it helps you to view profiles of different people, connect with them. It's all about creating a brand of yourself. It's all about going ahead and connecting with as many people as possible. So, but out here maybe in Canada and US, it's a yearly subscription, and it's really, it's almost like double or triple. So if you're planning to migrate, I would suggest get a premium LinkedIn. It is really effective. You can actually go ahead and search contacts. Now, why do I play emphasis on LinkedIn? It's primarily because, now as an example, what I'll do is I help you understand how you can actually go about using LinkedIn as well. So number one is, just in case you're maybe, let's say, a project manager. So I search for project management jobs currently in Toronto, maybe, which is within Canada. And when I search for it, this is the second job posting that comes in. So let's say maybe you want to apply for this one. Now, a simple process that you would be doing is going on to the apply section out here, and you would be applying for it, going into the platform and applying. The other thing, now if you see, there are 453 applicants here. Now when you have so many applicants, it is not humanly possible for the recruiter to actually go through all these applications. Some of them would be relevant, some of them would not be relevant. So what should you do in this case? And you really like the company, you really like the job. So what you should do is go on to the people AI, this is the company, go to the company section. I've opened it on the other tab. So when I go into this section, I see, okay, maybe it's got 150 employees, fine. Let me go on to the people section. And all this you can do if you have the LinkedIn Premium. So if you see, there are 118 people in the United States and there are only 3 people in Canada. So maybe the recruitment is happening through a different country altogether. Recruiter. So I have how many people? I have 12 people who are recruiters here. Now, I would want to go ahead and see if he's a senior technical recruiter. Let me, he's a good person to connect with. She's a talent sourcer. Oh, so let me go ahead and explore her as well. So you get my point. It's primarily who are the people who would be hiring for this particular job, and you can actually do that if you have LinkedIn Premium, right? So I go ahead and see. There's not much here, but he's not written where exactly he is. He's in California, so maybe he's doing more of recruitments for the US division. But if you go ahead and see Olena on the other hand is from Ukraine, but she handles San Francisco and Toronto, so she is definitely a good person to reach out to. I thought I will definitely go ahead and showcase how you can actually go ahead and leverage this for each and every posting that you actually go in for. So it's basically drilling into the company, looking at the people who are within the company, and then going ahead and going to different profiles, connecting with them. And just in case I want to go ahead and look this person up on Zoom Info, I can do that as well at a later stage. Number 2 that I wanted to share with you, technology that's a lot of sales professionals do know about it, but not necessarily other verticals. Something which is known as Zoom Info. It's a tool that helps you see about organizations, see about professionals that are working within these organizations. So I will share my screen now, and I will showcase how you can actually go ahead and get access to Zoom Info. So this is the Zoom Info platform that I was talking about, and if I actually go ahead and put my email address and put my password, I can actually go ahead and log into this account. Now this is a trial version or a stripped down version, you can say, of Zoom Info. It allows you 10 credits in a particular month, and so use it effectively. Use it only when it's required, if it's a brilliant opportunity that you want to actually go ahead and target. Now if you know that for example, Dashmeet actually went ahead and posted a job within in LinkedIn, and you really want to go ahead and go to the next level and connect with Dashmeet. So what you can do is you can actually go ahead and put the person's name. I reside in Canada at this time, and now when I search for Dashmeet, you can see that Dashmeet is working with Robert Half. So now your credit would not be taken in by Zoom Info for just searching, but if you click on this, so if I go ahead and click on Dashmeet, is when my credit will be used. So now I will have 9 credits instead of 10 for the month. So use this effectively. Use this only when you see an opening which you really want to reach out maybe to the controller if you're in the finance vertical, or if you're a product developer, if you want to reach out to the head of product management, if you want to go ahead and contact the PMO, maybe the PMO office head. So what I'm trying to say is, if in your vertical you want to actually go ahead and reach out to the person concerned, is only when you can actually go ahead and use this. So this gives you 10 credits, 10 times that you can see and maybe reach out to your target that you're trying to actually sell yourself to. So that's primarily Zoom Info. Number three that I wanted to share was upskilling yourself. So if you're in the finance domain, it is really important to certify yourself. Your CAs from Asia Pacific, India, Pakistan, UAE, or whichever big four that you work with, your value would only increase if you're certified in that particular country. So getting yourself, if you're coming to Canada, getting yourself certified, being a CPA is something which is really, really important. So start working on it as soon as possible. That's number one. Number two, in terms of certifications, there are a lot of certifications that you can do. This was just an example for finance, but for other verticals within sales or project management. So I would suggest go ahead and find out what are the certifications that you can actually do, and how you can actually go about it. I do have few links that I will drop below the video in the description section. You can actually go ahead and have a look at those courses. It's really interesting how in a lot of countries, these certifications or courses are given a lot of importance when they have a look at your LinkedIn account or they have a look at your candidature. So have a look, explore, and go ahead and take those courses. Now, the most important thing that I wanted to talk today was the 80:5:2:1 principle. Now, this is something that I use effectively. I've been using over the years. I have 12 years of business development, pre-sales, sales experience. Currently, I work in the recruitment industry, but that's something that is really, really important. So the main question, the golden question, how many job applications will I actually have to apply for to land a job opportunity? Now, I was talking about getting a job in 10 days, and you can actually do that if you follow this 80:5:2:1 principle. What this principle talks about is you need to do at least 80 connects in a single day. And when I talk about connects, it's not reaching out, it's actually having that conversation. So it's basically a 9 to 5 job. Think of getting a job as as a sales pitch that you need to do. You are the product. The company who is recruiting is the customer. So you need to do that effectively, right? So 80 connects in a day. Once you are able to reach, when you start doing it, initially it'll be just about 15, 20, but keep pushing yourself. Once you do reach that 50 to 80 mark, that's the golden sweet spot. I was able to do that immediately because I've been doing sales for over 12 years, right? So, I was able to do that right from the word go when I landed here in Canada. I landed my opportunity in just about 10 days. But, for other professionals, I would suggest go and, keep pushing yourself. 80 connects would lead to at least 5 meaningful conversations. And when I talk about these 80 connects, it's primarily live job conversations. So you remember I was talking about when you apply for a job, it shouldn't stop there. You go ahead and network within that company, right? Have conversations with them. If you can get yourself referred in that organization, do that. So 5 meaningful, so 80 connects would result into good 5 conversations. It might result into 2 telephonic interviews, and that might result into 1 face-to-face. So that's why the 80:5:2:1 is so important when you're trying to land an opportunity as soon as possible. There is no other way around it. Some people might really get lucky and they might convert the first opportunity that they're talking about, but that's, in my experience, that's the way sales happens. And it's the same thing. You need to sell your candidature to the customer, which is the organization. So apply that much, keep at it. You are going to land that opportunity and you will be successful. The last thing that I wanted to share with you is know yourself. Behaviorally, technically, your experience. When an interviewer is actually going ahead and asking you questions, it's very important to it should be as natural as possible, and that will only happen if you practice. You can talk about your experience and how you had that global reach, how it is so transferable in the current market. For example, for me, dealing with clients internationally was my way of saying, I'm relevant. I have been speaking to international clients. I've been selling to international clients, whether it be BMW, McKinsey, any consulting company, whether it be PepsiCo. These are all international brands, and I have that exposure. I've worked with Adobe as well, so that was my pitch when it comes to having that experience that is transferable. In a vertical which is project management, that's even more important, even more easier, I believe, because the supply chain is similar. You can try and see how you can relate it. So whether it be product management, project management, whether it be finance, having that ability to actually go ahead and share how you are relevant, how that experience that you have is transferable, is very important. And once you actually frame that for yourself, have that conviction as well, because you are you have that experience and you are good at what you do, right? So have that conviction, and you will definitely land something soon.